Gold Squad TV, man. So Kyrie apparently is dropping a book, and the excerpt in the book tells why he didn't want to be in the city of Boston. Basically saying he didn't want to represent the city of Boston, considering its racial past. Um, he retired to Boston and forged his plan with KD at All Star break, being that KD was tired of being in Golden State. Um, I don't know why this is even news and why the city of Boston or this is even being made to even talk about. Nobody, like, let me just make this clear. Kyrie Irving does not want to be a part of Boston Celtics history. This has absolutely nothing to do with the city of Boston. Kyrie is just a dick and he's going to do dickhead things. I'm not condoning the racist shit that happened in the city of Boston or the shit that continues to happen in the city of Boston. But I'm not going to condone and call a whole city racist. A city I've actually been to a few times. Um, I never really ever had any issues when I went out there. And yes, I am a dark colored gentleman, by the way. You know what I mean? Brown, but I would have the same treatment considering that I've dealt with racial discrimination before many times. Um, just being out here where I'm at. I haven't experienced anything. I'm sure there's some places out there, and I'm not denying that there is. But if Kyrie is that egotistical that he thinks that representing a city that has a racist history is somewhat is something he doesn't want to represent, why don't you talk about all the other cities that have racial history? You don't see Donovan Mitchell talking about he don't want to represent the Utah Jazz because of the city of Utah's racial history. Utah is one of the most racist cities in America. And if you don't believe me, why don't you go and listen to all those players that played in Utah that were opposing team that got called the N word 10 times probably worse than being in Boston, right? You don't really see a lot of minorities out there in Utah. So that's not to say Utah doesn't have its good areas, but let's really be honest. You don't see Donovan Mitchell saying, I don't want to win a title for the city of Utah over because it has a racial past or in the present day racist shit going on there. You don't see um, Zion Williamson or or even going further, the South, Memphis. The Grizzlies play in Tennessee. Anybody knows Tennessee? Tennessee has a history of racial inequality going back, being that they're in the South. Confederacy. You're going to tell me that John Morant's going to go out there and say, I don't want to win a title for the Memphis Grizzlies because the Ku Klux Klan makes homes over there? And he was their whole situation out there. And it's the South. Kyrie's just being a dude that, for the lack of a better word, wants to always seem like he's smarter than he actually is. I can't speak for other people. I can't speak for how people feel about racism. I personally hate racism. I'm not down with it. I don't rock with it. And I've made that known many times. I'm a man of color. Why would I even support that type of shit? I don't support those Boston fans that say racist shit. Believe me, I don't. I'm a Red Sox fan and a Celtics fan and a Patriots fan. I don't support racist behavior. I don't support hateful behavior. I live in New England. I live in the region that those teams play in. I can't help it that a few jackasses happen to be rooting for. There's a racist that roots for every football team, baseball team, basketball team, and the sport everywhere. So if Kyrie doesn't want to represent a franchise because of that, then I mean that's his reasoning. I really don't care. I don't know why it's even news. I don't know why people care. He already came to Boston, already beat us. He disrespected the logo. The same logo that Bill Russell and a lot of other African American athletes played for. You know, say what you want about the city. The team was never racist as far as I'm concerned, as far as I know. Historically, Red Hardback was actually good to black folks. as far as I know. I don't know what happens behind the scenes, but I know that he loves Bill Russell. And that team and his teammates refused to play in certain areas that would not allow them to eat, sleep, or do whatever because of the racial inequalities. That said, I do not hold a team responsible for what the city does. So if you're saying that you don't want to represent the city of Boston, you're assuming that everybody in Boston is racist. Not everybody in Boston is racist. Just like not everybody in Mississippi is racist. Just like not everybody in Bensonhurst, New York is racist. Not everybody that lives down in the deep depths of the South is racist. They're always going to have bad apples everywhere. I think we need to be objective in knowing that. That said, I don't care about Kyrie. Personally, I can give a fuck about Kyrie. I think that dude has a God complex problem. He wants to think he's smart. This man went on, after we lost to the Milwaukee Bucks in Game 3, he basically went at the media and said, I'm sort of a genius at this basketball shit. That man, if that don't tell you he's a tool, I don't know what. If LeBron don't even like him. LeBron is probably the ultimate, whether beloved or hated. I'm not the biggest, I am no LeBron fan. But when LeBron don't like you, it takes a lot for LeBron not to like you. As an NBA player, when LeBron don't fuck with you because you said some hurtful shit about him, that says a lot. Kyrie's got a complex about him that seems like if you get on his wrong side, he's going to bitch and complain and to make it a bigger issue than what it is. So it is what it is. I really don't care about him and his injured ankle. I don't care about Kyrie and his fake empowerment that he's trying to show. You know, he's like on that false prophet shit right now. At the end of the day, man, y'all sheep if y'all listen to what the fuck he's saying. That dude don't care about nobody except himself. That's a fact. That said, it's cool. Let him play in Brooklyn. Listen, he's from Jersey. Brooklyn's not his home, really. So the team played in Jersey when he lived in Jersey. So that's technically his home team. He's not from Brooklyn. And the dude's a head case. So at the end of the day, Kyrie can say what the hell he wants in the book. He'll never be more talented. He'll never be the name dog on a team. Jason Tatum's going to win a title. Jaylen Brown's going to win a title. Those guys are going to win a title one day and be the one or two main options on the team. Kyrie's going to win a title being a third option at best. And honestly, he's going to be a third option on a team that really don't value him. If they would probably look to get rid of his ass if he wasn't that talented. Because the dude's such a damn head case. So they better hope they win it this year. They better damn near hope they win it this year. So if they don't win it this year, it's going to be a problem next year for them. There's going to be a lot of teams coming for their neck. It ain't going to be as easy as it is this year. I'll tell you that. That said, fuck his book. I really don't care about his book. I don't care about his reasoning. I don't find anything come out that dude's mouth genuine. I just don't. Gold Squad TV, say what the fuck you want to believe. I'm not going to deal with this shit. Fucking Gold Squad TV.